As you can probably tell, that the outrage about our immigration policy has been escalating in the past few weeks. But this is actually an event that has been going on once a month for the past 3 or 4 months. Bikes Against Deportation.
Sing a song.
I and 2 other members of the choir community did a banner drop outside of the Jungle Gym Globe at Trump International Hotel at Columbus Circle. Sometimes we risk arrest, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we do things just as the choir community, and sometimes we do things with the collaboration and invitation of the public and other organizations. Well, my name is Miss Justice Jester, so whenever there's a Miss Justice, the Jester is there.
We got to live, but we try to leave it.
Nothing that needs to be exaggerated because things are already so ridiculous. So on one hand, I feel like my flamboyance represents my outrage. But I passionately come so that we can keep that anger that we have, it's righteous, but to keep it from getting reckless.
Sound of justice.
And just 2 days ago was a holiday called Juneteenth. Most people have not heard of it, but June 19th, or Juneteenth, was the day that news of the end of the Civil War and the Emancipation Proclamation reached Texas. And so it was months after the rest of the country and the rest of the Black Americans were released from slavery. So that whole idea, we're not all free until everybody's free. And again, by extension, connecting those dots, it's the same thing. The forced separation of families through chattel slavery, of which my family has a connection to, is just as connected to the fact that this is a form of chattel slavery, putting people in cages, separating families forcibly, and a lot of somebodies somewhere are making money off of this type of, again, it's another form of chattel slavery, and it's inhumane. How can I not be personally outraged?
Keep on walking, keep on talking, marching on the freedom line.
The issues that have brought people onto the streets are issues that are not unfamiliar to Black and brown families in this country. And again, it's part of the extension of how mass incarceration is also a separation of families, how military service is also a separation of family and the trauma that creates. As well as war, as well as police brutality, as well as the foster care system, from which we also know leads to human trafficking. But nobody's talking about that. So I have to be here to physically represent all the unconnected dots and try to complete the narrative when people are just being outraged by just one little facet of the prism of capitalism and oppression.
Immigration Detention Center right across the street.
We will be there to sing liberation, revolution, and evolution to all the Greek peoples of the world and Athens.